Welcome to In the Box Seat. I'm Ray Fewings. Tonight on the program we're going to have a very special guest in Cale Harris. We normally talk to trainers and owners, etc., but Cale is a handler of some of the leading dogs, and we'll talk to this young lady about the role that she plays in greyhound racing in South Australia. Well, we saw a great final of the Produce Stakes at Gawler on Sunday night. Unbelievable. Hannah McLaren pinged out of box 5 like a Shanghai and recorded 30 and 30. Unbelievable when she jumps this bitch, and I'm really looking forward to her getting up in the distances a little later on. I think over 600, provided she gets clear run, she'll be an absolute sensation. Now, Thursday night, we've got a couple of ripper races. We've got a 700 with Cascada Star 40-20 and, of course, Satanic Cash. And then we've got the clash between What Price George, Goosebumps and Point Two Over in the 600, and the Sprinter Top Race 2 with Dark Duo. So we're in for some great racing. And of course on Wednesday, we've got the Champion Puppy Heats, and there's a Boom Victorian coming over, an unbeaten one called Cape Hawk, 2 out of 2, and looks like being a terrific series there. A bit light on locally for the talent, but a couple of the interstaters look like being very, very good. Right, let's have a look at racing nationally. We've got the McKenna Memorial at Sandown this week over the 595, and it's worth $40,000, so a big one there. Now, a very popular segment in the box seat is the chasers facing the crowd. Now, let's have a look and see one of the faces from a recent night at Chasers. If this is you, get in touch with GRSA, and of course you could win yourself dinner for two valued at $59 at Chasers Restaurant. Make sure you have a look at that every week, because sooner or later it may well be you, and you have to get in touch with GRSA to claim your prize. Now, the racing in South Australia this week, well, it's getting hotter and hotter. Friday, we had, of course, that outstanding meeting last Friday at Gawler, and of course it continues on again this Friday, and I'm looking forward to that. I'll be up there on Friday, so we'll try and find you a winner. On Sunday, the Twilight series continues at Strathalbyn. It looks as though it's almost alternating with Gawler on a regular basis now. So Strathalbyn, the Twilights on Sunday. Now, the tips for Wednesday, they tell us that this greyhound Cape Hawk, race 5, number 2 Cape Hawk, is a flying machine from the Jamie Ennis kennel, 2 out of 2 in Victoria, and should make very short work of the locals in the Champion Puppy Heats. The other one they've picked out for us is race 10, number 7 Pints Delight. And this dog has come from a long way back. He started off a pretty ordinary maiden performer. He got better after a few runs, and he's getting stronger and stronger. And now that he's injury-free, there's no limit. And he looks a very good chance here on Wednesday. Now, the Honeys have got the hot tips for Thursday night. Race 3, number 8, Set the Drag. He's a wide-running greyhound. He's getting better all the time. Just a little slow at the start, but he's very strong at the finish, and they think he'll continue to make great improvement and go on with the job. And the other one they've picked out for us is race 7, number 4, Sea of Passion. Now, this greyhound's last 2 runs have been outstanding. Won by 10 lengths at Angle Park in 29.82, and then at Gawler it was a demolition there over the 643 in 37.47. She's been freshened up, and she looks terrific for Thursday night. The dogs that I've picked out for you, Wednesday, race 8, number 7, Where's Pancho? He's back, and he'll get better every run. And I like one if it gets a run in the race 10, number 9, Stimulate. It's an emergency. If it does get a crack at them, I think it'll make short work of them. And on Thursday, race 5, number 7, Point Two Over, I think he'll win the 600. And in race 11, number 1, Sparky's Rock. He's working up to a win too. Coming up, Cale Harris to tell us about another facet of greyhound racing. As promised, we're talking with Cale Harris in the box seat. She has a very different role at greyhound racing, but it's a very important one. Welcome to In the Box Seat, Cale.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you are a handler now of greyhounds. Now, I gather that means the person that handles them in the kennel house and on the track?
Yep. I'll handle them in the kennel house and parade them, and then put them in the boxes. So, yeah.
And how old are you?
20.
At this stage, you don't train greyhounds?
No, I don't have my trainer's license.
But it's in the family?
Yes, my mum and my sister both train, but I also just help them around the house and all that with the dogs as well. So, yeah.
So that's how you got into greyhound racing?
Yeah, it's a family effort, so we all take our part with the dogs at home and hope, bring them to the right track and all that. So, yeah.
I think it's a very important part of greyhound racing that we get young people involved. Some of the sports, the trainers are all getting quite old, but it's great to see young people getting involved. But you're a busy girl, I understand. You've got a few jobs that you do.
Yeah, I've got 2, so yeah.
Right, so you want to tell us where you work, or you don't have to nail it down?
That's right. I work in a salon in Ward Street along O'Connell Street, and also work at Faster Pasture as well.
So you can do hair and cook it as well?
Not hair, I do nails and waxing and all that, and tanning, so it's good. But a waitress as well. So yeah.
So there you go, greyhound people. If you want to wax or you want to tan, you better whiz in and see Kale.
Yeah.
Let's get on to the part that you love, though. You come down and you help out a number of trainers each Monday and Thursday night.
Yep, I try to get down as much as I can. and just help out a couple of trainers. So yeah.
And you enjoy doing that, getting involved with the racing side?
Yeah, I love the dogs, and, the people down here are great, and, I've made some really nice friends, but yeah, I just love the dogs, so.
That's what I've noticed in the kennel house. There's a real love of the dogs by a lot of the people. They know all of their pet names and they pat each other's dogs, and so there's not the rivalry that I would have expected. How do you get on? You're a very fit and healthy young lady. How do you get on with some of those bigger dogs?
I love a challenge, like I handled a dog last night that was, about 38 kilos and, struggled to put him in the boxes though. But, I just love them all. So, they all have different personalities and, you suit, different ones and all that though. But yeah, I just love a challenge. So
you're out in the cold on a wintry night while the owners are watching from the cover.
Yeah, no, but I'd rather do that than watch. So, and you get to know each dog and all that. So, yeah, I just love it. So,
have you got a favourite greyhound?
I do have a few, but, the ones that my sister trains as well, you have a soft spot for them. So, we've got one racing tonight. So, he's my favourite. So.
Okay, well, we wish you luck and congratulations. Are you ever going to train your own dogs?
I do hopefully one day, but we'll just see what happens. So.
I should imagine that by the time you wax and trim a few nails, that time's a bit of a worry.
I try to get down as much as I can. So just juggling the two takes a lot of time. So, but as long as you get to go home to the dogs as well, which is nice. So, but yeah, try to get down as much as I can.
Thank you for talking with us tonight.
No worries, thank you.
It's Kale Harris, one of the younger people involved in greyhound racing. I see Brenton next door. As his ears pricked up, I think he might be down for a wax. So. He could be one of the first customers after tonight. Now, as far as the Honeys tips are concerned on Thursday night for the first fours, race 3, 8-2-1-4, and in race 7, they're suggesting 4-2-8-1. I'll cut it off there. Don't forget to stay in touch with grsa.com.au. It'll help you back a whole lot of winners.